What's going on, y'all? Welcome back to Kid Taj, and it's time for our weekly draft video. This is a Saturday special, or usually is. And before we get into this, please do not forget to drop a like down below. It helps me with getting big on YouTube, and support is always welcomed. Comment any down below if you have one, want to see something from me. That would be awesome and very appreciated as well. And if you enjoy enough, you're not subscribed yet, feel free to subscribe. It definitely helps, and if you enjoy these videos, there's no harm in doing that. So let's get right into this. I want to get on with this because this is a very interesting draft class. So we've done 2013, 2012, 2011, 2010, 2009, 2008, and now we're doing the top 5 players from the 2007 NBA draft. And at number 5, we start out with the New York Knicks center, Joakim Noah. So in this draft, let me just give you some background. The guys in this draft that were picked mostly were really high picks. Like, the drafting was done really well. The best players ended up being some of the highest picks, besides Greg Oden, who, funny that this actually comes up while we're doing this video, because the other day, if it wasn't yesterday, he said that he thinks he'll go down as the biggest draft bust of all time. Funny, because we're doing the 2007 draft, and he was picked first overall in this draft. He's not making this list, not even close. The guy had terrible injury problems, and it prevented him from being anything in the NBA. But let's talk about Joakim Noah, shall we? Joakim Noah, coming off a championship, I think it was 2 actually, I believe, national championship seasons at Florida. A junior coming out of Florida, he was drafted to the Chicago Bulls with the 9th pick in the 2007 NBA draft. And Noah solidified himself as a defensive center with a lot of great energy and hustle, and he plays his heart out every single night. And he gave Chicago that for a very long time, for almost all of his career so far. This is just his first year in New York that he's starting out. And he's had some great accomplishments. He's won the Defensive Player of the Year award in the 2013-14 season, also the same year where he finished 4th overall in MVP voting. This guy used to be something. He still is a pretty good rim protector and a really good hustle player, one of the best big man passers in the NBA, but not the same player that he was a couple years ago before he had I think he had a couple knee surgeries and shoulder surgeries as well, that he hasn't looked like that same player, at least on a consistent level, since then. At number 4, this is the only guy on this list who wasn't picked in the top 10, and it's Memphis Grizzlies center Marc Gasol, who wasn't just picked in the top. He wasn't just not picked in the top 10. He was also not picked in the first round. He dropped all the way down to the 48th pick in the 2007 NBA draft. Yes, foreign players are known for being draft steals. Tony Parker was one, Manu Ginobili was one, and now you look at Marc Gasol in this draft. This guy went 48th, and look what he turned into. He's an all-star. He's a guy that can affect the game on both ends of the floor. He's won the Defensive Player of the Year award, as well as Joakim Noah, who we just talked about. This guy was drafted to the Los Angeles Lakers, and he came out of Spain, as I said earlier. Great player, just getting a little up there in years now, just because I think, he's been playing this for a very long time. He's in the Olympics, plays a good amount with the Spanish national team there. But Marc Gasol is definitely a guy who's been very effective in so many different facets of the NBA game, and is really a complete positive. If you have this guy on the court, you're going to be doing better than vice versa. So definitely a very effective player and a guy that can do it all in Marc Gasol. At number 3, the 4th overall pick in this draft, Marc Gasol's teammate, it's Memphis Grizzlies point guard Mike Conley, who's drafted to Memphis, freshman out of Ohio State. Yes, he's been there his whole entire career, and Mike Conley has been really one of the most underrated, not only point guards, but players in the NBA for his entire career. This guy has been so solid, just not flashy, playing for a team that doesn't do a lot of deep shooting or, big plays. They grind it, okay? That's what they do. Memphis is known for being a grinded out team. They're in the playoffs every year, and Mike Conley is one of the key reasons why this guy's a top-notch PG. Great player, does not get nearly enough credit as he deserves. He does everything well. He can slash inside, get buckets for you. He's a very good passer, defender. He's one of the best point guard defenders in the NBA. Just not a guy that gets enough recognition, and I think he deserves that number 3 spot. At number 2, Joakim Noah's college teammate, the other junior from Florida, the third pick in the NBA draft in 2007. It's Boston Celtics center Al Horford. He was drafted to the Atlanta Hawks, where he stayed, just like Noah, for all of his career just until this season when he left. And he joined the Celtics with a stacked squad, including Isaiah Thomas, Avery Bradley, Jay Crowder, and more. This team especially fits Al Horford, and he fits them. He's a guy that can space the floor. He does literally everything. He's another guy that's very underrated that not a lot of people talk about. The analytics guys love Al Horford because he's a plus guy. He's a great offensive player. He spaces the floor as a 5. That's what everyone loves, to have a guy that spaces the floor as a 5. He's can score down low as well. He gets rebounds at an okay rate. That's probably one of his weaker areas, but he's also a very good defender. He's mobile. He can stay with some guards. He can definitely guard big men in this league. He's just such a versatile player and a guy that could do a lot for his squad. And another guy that was picked very high. I gotta say the GMs did a great job with this draft, and no one did as good though as the Oklahoma City general management and front office, because with the number 1 selection on this list, the number 2 overall pick was none other than Golden State small forward Kevin Durant. He was picked 2nd overall to the Seattle Supersonics, freshman out of Texas, and Kevin Durant is head and shoulders above everyone on this list, and he's one of the greatest players not only in the NBA, but he will go down as not only a future Hall of Famer, but one of the all-time greats, I believe, just because of his scoring ability and his versatility on the court. Not a lot of guys have the athletic ability of Kevin Durant paired with the fantastic body type. He's very slim, but he's got an amazing wingspan, and he can cover a lot of ground quickly. He's super fast and athletic, and he doesn't get enough credit for his athletic ability because it's really outshined by his amazing scoring touch. This guy can hit shots from anywhere on the floor. He gets to the line at an astounding rate. He's just an all-around scorer, and he's a defense's worst nightmare. This is a guy that will go down in history as a top scorer of all time. I think he's 3rd maybe of all time in career scoring average. That's just straight up. I mean, this is a guy that is a legend. And in OKC, he just couldn't win a ring. He was an MVP, though. I think it was 4-time scoring champ. Correct me if I'm wrong. I have no idea if that's right or not. But Kevin Durant, great player. This guy can hit shots from anywhere, and he's going to make any team he's on a contender, that's for sure. That's going to do it all for this video. It's 2007. I'm not sure how far back I'm going to do this. I might just do 2014 at some point so I can, cover that one. Maybe 2015, 2016 even. But, that might be a little down the road because, we don't even know who's the best out of the 2016 yet, and it's time will tell. You know what I'm saying? That's why I started with 2013. Because we already have a pretty good idea how good those guys are. But yeah, that's gonna do it for this video. If y'all enjoyed, please do not forget to leave a like, comment, and idea down below. Subscribe if you're new. I'm out. Thanks for watching, y'all. Peace.